Well, the date is about the 28th of November, 1993. And it's been many years that almost every Sunday I take the same walk because it's a nice varied walk. It's just a nice length to do at least once a week. Today we're getting a little red sunrise and also a little drop of rain. That's what makes things exciting. You never know what Mother Nature's going to do next. Oh, there's another drop. How do you pronounce it? Soltes? How do you say Soltes?
Amarji. Oh, there's a clear day.
It's just around 5 miles or so. If I keep up a good pace, I make it a little less than 2 hours. Now we got double rainbow up there.
I know.
So I call it the Tree Sea Hike because it goes down into the redwoods and then out to the sea and loops back home. And it's sociable. You get out to the beach and there's always people to yak with. And altogether it's quite satisfying. And I get home in time to get breakfast for Lou and me. We always have hot cakes. Oh, virgin trees here. When they logged off between 1900 and 1920, this whole area, they left this one little pocket in here with only cutting a very few trees in here. We don't know why anybody did that. Anyway, we're happy the trees are still here. Now we have a shortcut down here. I don't know whether we'll try it or not. Would you like to go the steep route now? One day I came up here and a man was camped on top. He had his tent up there and he stayed up there all summer. I called him the stump dweller. Every time I come by, he'd be manning his little tent on top of the stump. Now we're coming to Aptos Creek. This is the borderline between the private property here and 19 Marks State Park.
So this is how far his land is?
Yeah, this is how far down here, but it goes quite a ways up the creek here. There's a lot of land there.
I see.
Somebody left a lot of junk here. I have to pick it up. The 19 Mark State Park, which is a very large park, and it's all redwoods, practically all, but they're all second growth, we call, because all the big trees were taken out. See these little reeds, you can tear them off different lengths and make yourself a syrinx.
Oh my God.
Eva, I think this is a little bigger.
The umbrella?
Not the same, maybe. We bought that one in Germany, and we bought this one in, I think in Indonesia we bought this one, I forget. Oh, that trail leading up from the creek until we hit the 19 Marks trail, that's my trail, and I keep it up. Sometimes I find a tree across, and then the next time I bring a saw with me and clear it out. Let's see, it's 17, 34. Yeah, we made just half an hour to here from the house.
And that's pretty.
And when I really hoof it, I can make it in about 20 minutes, 20 or 25. But one Sunday I was coming along here, there's a car parked here, and here were two young fellows in it, and it turned out they were tree trimmers. These tree trimmers were climbing a tree on Sunday, and that was their favorite tree. And they would do it without any equipment. They would grab a little tiny branch there and pull themselves up and climbed to the top of the tree, and they said on top of it, sort of like a little platform up there, they had a beautiful view all over. And they would come every Sunday and climb this tree. I thought that was hilarious.
Morning. 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 Pretty neat, though. All the way.
I used to hike up there. It worked pretty well. There you go. We had a lady supervisor for a while that was all for building houses every place, and she would help people get permits where other people didn't approve. And it made us, mother was pretty mad.
Because of these mountains.
But before anybody knew what was happening up here, she let people build a whole bunch of houses here. They're supposed to have been kept more wild.
Oh, so they took her out?
Oh yeah, she was taken out. There they go. Zoom, zoom. Oh, yeah.
This is fun.
I led a Sierra Club hike once across here, and there was an old lady that was so scared of this that it practically carrying her over. And they got way, way behind. It's not really that scary. When I first started this hike many years ago, there was a long rose bush, these briar roses, and we're all the way along here. It was very spectacular, and they bloomed practically all year round. Never could I go by here, but there would be some roses, and gradually they built houses, and finally there was just one nice rose bush left here. And the year before last, people developed this lot. They cut it all down.
There is the rose left over.
But you see, they haven't sold it yet, so I just trespassed into it. And here's some roses left from so many years ago, see? So here's where I would pick them and put some in my pocket every Sunday. And get this one off here before I get caught and arrested. Gotta put them in here. Over there's an apple tree. A lot of the year I can eat apples as I go by too.
Bill, we should make a trip to the beach.
Yeah?
Good. I'm glad. I thought we were going home.
Oh no. I said it's a tree sea hike. We go to the woods and then we go to the beach. Oh, you would get a picture of me hobbling down these stairs. World War I ship. They were trying to save steel by making it out of concrete. But the war ended and none of them were ever used as far as I know of. And this one was never used. But it was completely finished so they could could steam out in the ocean with it. But then it was tied up there until 1929 for 10 years. And then some entrepreneur bought it and beached it up here to make a nightclub. And so you see pictures of it with people all dancing and a bar and everything. But came the big crash in 1929 and the whole thing went broke. Also a big storm came that winter and started to break up right from then on. So the boat has been sinking a little ever since as the sand washes out from underneath in the big storms. And it's just all crumbling away like the rest of us. He went to New York for fame and fortune, you know, and he was became a music critic on the New York Herald Tribune when he was quite young. But the New York life was too much for him. After 10 years, he went bonkers, and then his folks got him to come back west again. They looked for a place for him to compose, for it to be quiet and nice, and they went around and looked at several places around the state, and they ended up finding this little cabin up in the mountains of Aptos, where there's hardly anybody around at all at the time, and so that was almost 40 years ago. Look at your lovely roses all mangled in my pocket.
Oh, they're beautiful.
I've been picking off the same rose bush for over 20 years. And it used to be a huge rose bush. It's all got cut down now, of course.
Here, I can take the old ones out.
Old ones out, put the new ones in.
There we go.
Yeah, after a week they get a little bit shop worn.
Well, yeah. Still some life down here.
There you go.
There. Thank you. Take care of the old ones, sweetie. Such a pretty color. Come on, I'm hungry.